Welcome back, graduates. So today I'm going to show you how to set up and configure the cart and the cart settings. So going into 3.4, there are a lot of cart by default settings that are toggled on. So if you have any questions, I'm going to show you today where they are located so you can toggle them off and on. So going into the customizer, this is how you can go into the customizer. And depending on your screen, I'm on a large screen monitor, so you'll be able to see a right side panel and a left side panel. So that's why you see it here. And depending on if you're on a laptop or a smaller screen, everything's going to be on the left side. So scrolling here, so this is the home page, and in the cart settings, or if you click on the cart here, you'll start seeing that there are like a lot of options here by default when you go and install the theme. So if you don't want all of these, all you would need to do is go into the theme settings right here, and then you're going to go in and click on cart. So this will change the whole the cart settings and also affect globally as well. So cart right over here, and then you have your cart icons. So this changes, from different cart icons to bag icons and even basket icons. And then this is the one of the main important ones. If you have a product and you don't want to do a slide out cart, you can just toggle this on, and this will just link to a page instead. So that's automatically toggled off because a lot of times now in the modern websites, there are slide out carts for e-commerce stores. So right over here, view cart link, this is automatically toggled off. But if you go in, you can always toggle on and off and test out and see how it looks and performs as well. So after pay placement, that looks like this. So right down here, that's toggled on automatically. And payment icons, this is pulled in by your payment gateways that you set up in the back end in the theme settings. Then here, show note, that's what this is going to look like right here. You can toggle this off and on. In addition to shipping rates, that's what this is right here, and then also accept terms. So that would be down here. This is toggled off, but if you toggle this on, customers are not going to be able to click into it, let it load for a second, but they're not going to be able to click checkout until they accept the terms. And when you have this setting turned on, we do have documentation on it. When you have this setting turned on, this will be displayed in the order level. Once they go through the checkout, it will be in the notes on the order level. Right over here is the empty cart products. So as you see right now, if I go in and let's view this, and I just go in and delete this, give it a second. This is the empty state right here. So that's where it's choosing like aluminum, beauty, and coffee. You'll see that they start showing up here, aluminum, beauty, and coffee. So that's that section. Show these products when empty cart. So we just handled that. So you can have this as an option. This is toggled on automatically by default. The show cart notice. As you see right here, there's a little text here that you can change out. Just keep in consideration when you make a text, you can have it bolded. You can change out the heading and paragraphs, and also just the text. So this can be any promotion you want or another area for just plain text. Right over here is the cart goal. And you can set the value to whatever threshold for your customers. So that means that if a customer adds, if the cart goal is $100 to get a product, you can set it for $100. And if they have a product, in cart for $50, another $50 is going to display until they reach the goal. Then you have the options in the cart for the no icon, the truck, or the gift. And then right over here is the not completed. So you do have the option to change that out, the text. You want to make sure that the amount in between the brackets is kept here the same. Then you have the option for when the goal is not complete. These are the bootstrap colors. Success is green, warning is yellow, danger is red, and info is blue. Here is the description for when the goal has been completed. You can change that out, and then also again the colors here. here is the product. The product for this product will be added automatically in the cart after the goal is reached. Normally, an automatic discount should be created as well. Please refer to my documentation. We do have documentation on this. So basically, what I'm basically saying is if I choose this product, the aluminum bottle, based on the conditions that I create for the discount, it should give me that product free. So if I reach, let's say, let's do a simulation. If I do like this product, you're 100 away. Okay, so I'll add another one. I should eventually get the 2934, get the aluminum bottle. So I'll eventually get this. And then let's see, did I reach? Let's see. So refresh. I believe you want to also take in consideration the discounts, the automatic discounts, and the other manual discounts, as I believe I do have another discount displaying here. So if I check out, I have free testing, and that's why it's giving me a discount here. So that was a bad example to show about the aluminum bottle, but we can check that out in a second. But scrolling down here, then we have the cart upsells. So you have two different options to show the upsell products in the drawer. Through a meta field, which we do have documentation on creating the meta field, ecomify.metafield. It will show up upsell products based on the product that is currently added to cart. And so what that means is if you set the upsell and you specify different products, when someone and you're assigning the upsell products to aluminum bottle, they're going to be different than the ones for, like, for example, beauty cleanser, because you're specifying that. So only those products that you specify for aluminum bottle, when the customer adds that aluminum bottle, it's going to display different upsells instead of the beauty one, for example. And then the second one, through a collection. So here you can choose a collection, and that's where these upsells are identified and displayed here. In addition to this, you do have the option for a horizontal or vertical layout. So by default, it's going to be vertical, and this is the display on desktop of vertical. If you choose horizontal, it's going to be within the slide out cart. So give Shopify a little bit to update, and then scrolling down here, let's just add this. And then you'll kind of see that there is going to be down here the same one, but it's going to be in a horizontal view instead of vertical. But I like the vertical view. I think it looks really nice and it's different. Then here you have the option to change the text, and then also truncate one line or just leave it as the same if you have long titles. Now gift wrapping, we do have documentation on. This is automatically a toggle feature that is this right here. You basically create the product in the product level, and then you assign it right over here in the cart. Now, upgrade to subscription. This only works if you do have subscription plans, Apostle, 𝐓𝐇𝐄, Recharge, and you can just enable this feature. And so what that would look like, if it has a subscription, it will display subscribe and save like this, and it'll upgrade that way. Show testimonial, that is this right here, as you can kind of see, and it is by default. So I'm showing you all the settings in the cart, just in case like you have any questions. Where it's located, it's mostly going to be always in the cart. Then we have minimum order. So if you enable this is disabled right now. If you enable this basically means that a customer cannot complete checkout until they have capped at that price that you set. So like, for example, 100. Then we have the shipping protection, and that's what this looks like right down here as well. We can toggle it on and off, and then you also can assign it to that product. So it's kind of like, and you assign that product with a couple variations if you choose, or just a single product for 98 cents, kind of like a route shipping plan. Then you have the background color option, text, and you want to keep the price in the brackets bolded just like the way it is right now. And then, but here you do have the options, as you can kind of see the features underneath it. Now we have variant switcher, which basically means that this works if there are variants, and if you toggle this on, then you can switch over to, let's say, a gray medium, and then it'll switch. One of the things I want to let you guys know is that there's a lot of things that you can set in the settings in the cart and also in the theme editor, but viewing it outside of the theme editor is best to really see the functionality fully 100% working. Then we have also a delivery calendar, which right over here you can select the active dates and separate it by comma. And if you want to disable weekends, you can just do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And what this looks like is on the order level, in the order notes, it's going to let you know what the time is. We do have documentation on that as well. And then you have a minimum set amount, which means that if it's on a Monday, and you say for a minimum of the day is 2 days from Monday, then Wednesday would be the best, would be the soonest they can order by. And then we have the cart discount, and it's just a toggle on and off. And what that basically means is depending on if you have a discount, not only that, a automatic discount created, it will bypass everything, and they'll go into that. They'll add the discount, and then it will just go straight to checkout. So you do have the option as well, and everything in the cart and all the functionality and features in the cart are handled in the theme settings cart, and they're all right here for you to choose. So that is the update for the 3.4 for the cart settings. Thank you.